I know this nigga ain't recording me. Like, I just know he ain't recording me. So, hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Nikki, and I'm back with another video. Y'all, I don't have a ring light charger, and it's about to get dark, so I need to, chop it up. As you guys can tell by the title, I went on another bad date, and this date was very much given no. Hell no. Once again, if you haven't watched my last worst date, well, that's actually still the worst date. So if you haven't seen that, you need to go watch that because, yeah, go watch that. This one, he was just trifling. Like, he was just flat out trifling as fuck. Like, he just don't have no home training. I don't know what the fuck was going on with him, but he's nasty. Like, he's disgusting as fuck. But anyways, y'all, we're ready to get into it. And y'all, I have to tell y'all know, like I always say in my story times, I have to literally talk from beginning to end so you can get what I'm saying, so the story can make sense. Yeah, so just sit back, grab your popcorn, and let's get into this video. One day, I was going through my Instagram requests, and I clicked on this boy profile because on his profile, he look a little like something. Like, he looked like something. So I'm like, okay, let me click on here and see what he talk about. So when I clicked on it, y'all, this is what I seen. So he was like, so he sent me like this little meme. He was like, "You'll be happy with me, I'm just saying." So I was like, oh, that's cute. Like, that's cute. That really caught a bitch eye because I really like shit like that. Like, I like, that really caught my eye. And when I looked at his profile, he wasn't even all that cute, but he looked like something though. But he looked like something. But I really liked the way he approached me in my DM. Like, that's cute. Like, a nigga ain't never sent me no screenshot like that. Like, I mean, I had niggas do corny shit like send a basketball, like, or some dumb shit like that. But a nigga never did that. So I was like, oh yeah, he a lot. He got my number. So I was like, oh really? Like, oh really? So okay, I gave him my number after that. So we started texting or whatever, just a nice little conversation. It's just a normal conversation, nothing too much. We start talking, so then eventually we plan to go on a date. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. Before I went on this date, I was talking to him for like 2 weeks before I went on this date. But I wasn't really talking to him. Like, and he wasn't the only person I was texting. Like, I mean, a bitch was single. Like, I was talking to, I'm still single, but I was single back then. Like, I was just, just talking to whoever I feel like I wanted to talk to. So I was talking to him and this other boy at the time. But I was supposed to go on a date with another boy that day before him, because that's the one that had potential to be my boo. He had potential, but the other one didn't really have no potential for real. But I just like his little, I like the way he did that. That was real smooth. But something just was not really clicking for me for him. Like, I felt like it was just giving. I gotta just get into it. I'm talking too much. So y'all, let me tell y'all something. Boom, we decided to go on a date or whatever. Like I said, I was only talking to him for 2 weeks. So I didn't really know him like that, but that's why the reason why you go on dates. Like, you get to know people on dates. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to date with him. Like, I mean, why not? Yeah, so let me just tell y'all. So I went and looked at his profile. This man, let me just say this. Instagram can be very deceiving. Instagram ain't real. It's not real, for real. So I'm going on his Instagram. I see like I'm talking about every picture he posted in front of a new car. And he looked fly. He dressed, real nice. And that really catch my eye because I love a fly ass nigga that just know how to get his stuff right. I love it. Like, you can dead ass be ugly. Well, people could think you ugly because what I like is what I like, period. But people could really think you ugly. But if you fly and you on your shit, I'm gonna fuck with you. Like, I'm not one of those girls that be like, oh, he got look. No. If you treat me right and if you was a little ugly, okay, and we could work with that. But anyway, so y'all, he wasn't all that cute, but he was fly and he looked like he had money. So, I'm like, how you doing? So, yeah, so I'm like, okay, that's cute. That's, I like his outfit. I like the car. But I'm like, he keep having too many cars. Like, where do he work? What do he do with his stuff? We better get into all that. Anyway, so that's how, I did my research on him a little bit. I did a little some Instagram profile research. If you know. He been trying to get me to go on a date within all them the time that we was talking. But I wasn't really feeling him. Like, I didn't know if I really want to go on a date. Because before I go on a date, I gotta, like, I just want to get to know you. Because from that last date that I was telling y'all about, I'm like, no, I'm never doing that again. Like, I don't like that. Like, that was just a bit much. But then I'm not really trying to get to know him because I'm really not texting him back. Because like I said, I was talking to this other boy and he actually had potential to be my boo for real. So I'm talking to him. But I'm not ready to just cut him off and then cut. No, we ain't doing all that. I was a little skeptical because when he first asked me, he was like, do you want to go to his house? Like it was some shit he was trying to tell me about. I don't really know how to explain what he was telling me, but what they call it from where he from. But I forgot what he was telling me, but it was some. And I was like, no, we got to go out in public, because I'm not playing that because I don't have time. You're not about to, no, hell no. You're not about to, nah, I don't play them type of games. I be scared for real, for real. So, okay. He like, okay, what you want to do? I'm like, we could do bowling. Like, why the fuck did I say we could do bowling? Like, when I say I seen so many people I knew and the niggas was there and he looked so good. Like, when I say, like, not to toot my own horn, but a bitch was the, what I'm trying to say? Like, you couldn't miss me. Like, when I say staring, I looked it good. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, I was so mad that I picked bowling. So he like, okay, bet we could do that. Or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're going bowling. That's fine. I just want to get out the house. Because remind y'all, I told y'all that I was going on a date with a dude earlier that day. So, that kind of blew me when he, what I'm saying, that didn't fall through. So I'm like, I bet I'm still going out. Like, I'm already cute. I got dressed. I'm looking like a bad bitch. One of these niggas is going to take me out tonight. Period. I let him pick me up. Y'all, don't ask me why I do this, but it was something in my heart. Just like, you don't got shit to worry about. I let that nigga pick me up. I didn't want to give him my address, so I gave him my location. So he got to my house. I get in the car. He real nice. I'm like, hey, how you doing? We talking. He like asking me my name and all this other shit, which he already knew my name. I don't even know why he asked me. I guess he was trying to like put a conversation in the air or some shit. But yeah, he was asking me all these questions about myself, like how old are you and all this other bullshit. And so we just, we chopping it up. We having a conversation or whatever. So, boom, we get to the bowling alley. But, y'all, let me tell y'all about the car ride. So, not trying to be funny. But I like a dude that listens to, all types of music. But why is you playing Summer Walker? Like, is you playing it for me or you really listen to this? Because why are you pulling up in Summer Walker? Then he pulled up, the car ain't had no And then you want to pick me up? But I'm so happy it was late at night. Thank you, Lord. Why is you playing Summer Walker? Like, that just blew me a little bit. I'm like, okay, this my shit. But, like, what you doing listening to Summer Walker? Like, it's giving. But, I ain't worried about all that. Boom, we get to the bowling alley. So, y'all, when we get to the bowling alley, I gets out the car. He gets out the car. So, so I'm walking around. I'm about to, we about to go into the bowling alley. Y'all, how about this nigga? He was 5'4", or at least 5'5". He wasn't no taller than that. I'm 5'2", so I'm like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna even work. Like this ain't gonna work. Like, you cool, but this ain't gonna work. This really, it ain't gonna work. Like, you short. You too short. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against short dudes. Like, short men he love too, but you just can't get it from me because I'm short and I don't want a man that's almost my height. Like, no, all my exes are really tall, so like, you have to be tall. Like, I'm just naturally, tall niggas. I actually feel kind of bad, so I'm just gonna say this. The reason why I like tall niggas because I like to be like picked up. I like to be, even though a short nigga can pick me up too because I'm real petite, I'm little, but I like to be, I just like that manly, like, I just don't know, like, I just don't know. I don't know if I could listen to a short dude. Like, if he tell me what, like, try to put me in my place, I might not take him serious. Like, that's so crazy to say, but that's the truth. Like, I'm not lying. Like, so I just like big tall niggas. Like, I just can't help it. You have to be tall. Tall niggas is what I'm used to. So that short shit won't really cut it for me. So this nigga got out the car and he was at least 5'4", 5'5". So I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm on a date with a midget. When really, I was kind of the midget because I was 5'2" and he was taller than me. But I do not like short men, so it pissed me off. Like, I'm like, bro, this shit right here ain't gonna, So after I seen his height, I ain't even gonna lie, I checked out. Like, I'm like, yeah, this is a one-time thing, one and done. You will not be seeing me again. In my head, know it mentally. But this nigga done did so much shit that he should have already known. Once he dropped me off at home, I won't ever talking to him again. But we're gonna keep getting into it. So that's strike one. He 5'4", 5'5". Lil Uzi height. Short. Nope. Can't do it. So yeah, we got the car. He's short. So I'm like, okay, you know what, Neek? Bitch, you at the bowling alley. You here to have fun. This nigga spending his money. Just enjoy yourself. So I'm not cool bummed at his height. You already disqualified, but you know, we're going to keep going with the date because, you know, I'm outside. So, okay, we goes in the bowling alley. Cool. I'm like, okay, he's short. Okay, so when I get to the door, you know, I'm thinking he going to open my door for me. Because he was in front of me. So I'm thinking he going to keep the door open for me. No, he didn't do that. So I'm like, okay. Strike two. So I'm like, okay. He like, no, I'm just playing. And he do shit like that too. Want to keep saying he just playing. Bitch, you ain't just playing. You just don't have no home training. And that been proven all night. You know, I just did like this. You know, I didn't even have to talk. My facial expression told it all. So then, okay, he ended up pulling the door up for me. So I went down and said thank you. So he was in there. And then that's when he paid for, like, you know, the session and shit like that. But he was real hesitant. Like, he was going to pay for it. But it was just like, it was giving, like, I don't know, broke a little bit. Like, so we get to the table or whatever. So we setting up. He was at the wrong table, so we had to go to another table. We get to so we just bowling. I'm beating his ass in bowling. Like, I was whooping his ass in the beginning. He started beating me, and then that's when we decided to go to the bar and get something to drink. I just want to say this too. I don't really drink for real, so I don't really know what them drinks that I drunk was called. I'm talking about drinks, but I only took one drink. But I don't know what it was called because I'm not a drinker. So I just know the color was blue. So I look at the little drink menu or whatever, and I picked this purple drink out. I don't know if it was purple. It was some color. But then I was like, no, blue my favorite color, so I'm going to get blue. So I'm like, okay, I want a blue drink, okay? He decided he wanted to get a blue drink. So I'm like, okay. And so he pays for the drinks. So we go back and sit down. Y'all, I'm sipping on my drink. Like, I'm just sipping because I ain't trying to get too drunk because I don't know him like that. So I'm just sipping on it lightly. You know, I'm sipping on it. Or whatever, and he's already like, he's bucking his shit. Like, his shit is almost gone as soon as we get it. So I'm like, oh, okay, and you gotta drive me home, and you can. Oh, I said, so I'm asking him, you good? Like, you gonna be good to drive? He like, yeah, this ain't nothing. I'm like, okay. You know what? You know, because everybody alcoholic nowadays. So it's just like, okay, you say you got it, you got it. So I'm trusting him. So, okay, so then, you know, I'm just still sipping, y'all. At this point, I'm really beating him again because now I'm starting to get crazy. I'm talking about strikes and all that. Like, if I think I recorded my little bowling alley little picture because I was hyped because I was beating him. So I'm going to show y'all right here. So now I'm hyped. I got the little liquor in my system. And I'm like, yeah. So I'm really whooping his ass now. But so then he kept on trying to, like, pull his arm around me and shit like that, and I'm just like, I'm literally removing it because, like I said, the niggas there, so I don't want, you know, this ain't that, so we ain't about to even play like that. So I removed his hand. Like, he kept trying to touch me. He had me all the way messed up. Like, please don't play with me like that, sir. We not even like that. Like, we not. I'm still sipping my drink, y'all. My cup was like this, the cup, the drink, the liquor was like to right here where the Broadway sign is at. My shit like right here. His shit gone. So he like, can I have some of your liquor? Like, can I have some? He's like, can I have some? So I'm like, you know, yeah, but like, you just had your whole drink. Like, why the fuck is you asking me for mine? Why don't you just go buy you another one? That kind of blew me a little bit. So I'm just like, okay. I mean, you can have some, but it's just kind of weird. Like, damn, you drink all yours and you want me to pull? Okay, but you can have some. What blew me though is because this what blew me, because he thought he was going to drink out of my drink. I said, no, I will pour it in there. Like, you're not drinking out of my drink. We don't know each other. That's not what we doing. Like, that's not what I'm on. That's not what we're doing. Like, because you can take me home, because that's trifling. Like, now you being nasty. Strike three. Strike one, he's short. Strike two, he didn't hold the door for me. And strike three, he keep trying to drink out of my drink. Trifling. So we on strike three now. So yeah, so I'm like, nah, I just poured in his cup. I gave him some of my drink, and then he just keep asking for my drink. So I'm like, yeah, this is strike four, because you just getting on my nerves now at this point. So he started irritating me. So I just sat down on my phone. Then I got back up, and it was my go to bowl. So how about I look back from bowling, the flash on his phone. I'm like, hold on. In my head, I'm like, I know this nigga ain't recording me. Like, I just know he ain't recording me. Like, I just know this nigga not recording me. Like, he got me fucked up. Like, and that's what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm saying, you recording me? He was like, yeah, you look good. I just want to put it on my close friends list. I said, but you didn't ask me to record me and let me see the video. Then I seen the video. I said, damn, I look good. Like, I really look good. Like, I really looked really, really, really good that night. So I'm like, but I didn't get cute for him. I got cute for myself. I'm one of those girls that I just do it for me, period. But I was going on a date, so, I wanted to get a little cute. So I looked at, good. And I'm just like, send me that. Like, he never sent me the video. And I was like, no, don't post it on your close friends. Then he kept trying to say, nobody knows you because I'm from, I don't even want to say where he's from because I'm scared he might see my video. He one of them social media type of niggas. He a TikToking ass nigga. He a social media ass nigga. And I don't want him to come across this video and then he be like, oh, this bitch was talking about me. So, yeah. So, he was recording me. I'm like, so I text my friend like, bitch, he is recording me. Like, this nigga is recording me. He ready to piss me off. Then he talked about some, I'm like, don't, like, delete that. He talked about some, nobody knows you, all my close friends. Nobody knows you. I'm not even from out here. He's trying to show me the proof. I'm just like, but why are you recording me without my permission? Like, that shit is weird. Like, you don't do shit like that. Who the fuck does that? Like, I thought the girls supposed to be recording niggas. You know how girls be like, what a nigga who ain't shit. But they still try to make other females mad. So they think they got to post him and all that. Trying to hide his hand. Because he ain't shit. I think we all been there before. But, so he, I'm like, oh, he on some other shit. But I see why he on some other shit for real. Because real life ain't adding up to Instagram. So I see why he on some, he did ask like he was 6 feet on Instagram. So I see why he, acting the way he act. I'm like, okay, it's making sense. That happened. So then, y'all, we just bowl a little bit more, then we leave. So when we leave, we sit in the car, we talking. He trying to butter me up, trying to tell me, I'm beautiful, all this other shit. He been giving me compliments the whole day. So, I really appreciate his compliment because that was very sweet of him. But, baby, I match my Instagram. You don't match your Instagram. Shit, I look better in person. I'm one of those girls that you got to see in person because I don't know how to take no picture. I'm a video type of bitch. I don't know how to take pictures. But, like I said, I don't discriminate, so it didn't even matter for real. But it's just your height. Like, that's a preference, bitch. I like tall niggas. So, he just trying to butter me up in the car. So, I took my jacket off because at this point I had like the big, this new puffer coat on. And I'm going to show y'all. So, I'm like, I got to take this shit off. It's hot. And I had like a little 2-piece outfit on. So, I take my jacket off. And girl, you would have thought he seen Beyonce. He just, was like, damn, like, he was really, So I'm like, thank you or whatever. So then he started talking about like basically us being together. I'm like, well, I'm not really looking for no boyfriend right now. I'm not looking for none of that. He like, we could just build. We could just know. I don't want to do none of that with you. You're short. You nasty. It's not going to work. But I ain't say this to him, but it's what I was thinking. So I'm like, nah, I'm not really, I'm just curving. He not ready to take me home, which was understandable. Like, so I'm like, okay. Well, I'm hungry. So, because I'm not about to sit in this car and just talk. So, I'm hungry, so I need something to eat. Okay, he took me to Pusino's and I got my food. So, I offered to pay for my food because I felt like he was paying for too much shit. So, I'm like, I could pay for my own food. He like, no, I got it. He trying to act sweet or whatever. So, I'm like, okay, cool. But, I'm just still getting that broke vibe from him. So, it's just like, I don't know if he got it for real. But you know what? He said he got it, so he got it. I get my motherfucking food and we sit at the table. I didn't even get to open my food. Because I'm thinking I'm ready to go home. Like, I'm thinking I'm ready. This is to go. Like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I am ready to go home. Because in the Pusino place, it's so tight in there. Like, I'm going into a picture right here. It's really, really tight in there. So, I'm like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I want to go home and eat. Like, I'm tired of looking at you. Like, this shit is getting old. But, like, he like, no, we going to sit and eat. Because, like I said, he wasn't ready for me to go home. So, I'm like, all right, he paid for the food. He paid for the game. He paid for my drink. Okay, I'm just going to let him, I'm just going to eat right here in his face. Okay, I opened my food. Y'all, before I can even put my hand in the food, here he go. I'm like, first of all, you said you weren't even hungry. Like, I forgot to tell y'all that too. Like, see, because I'm getting mad thinking about this again. So I'm like, you said you weren't hungry. Like, obviously you're hungry. Because why is you digging your hand in my food? Like, did it make sense? Make it make sense. It don't make no damn sense. You could have ordered your own shit. So that already pissed me off a little bit. But I'm like, okay, it's nothing wrong with sharing eat. Like, shut up. That's what I'm telling myself in my head. So he takes a wing. So I just take a wing and I'm just eating. But I'm really irritated because I want to go home. Like, I'm ready to go at this point. Like, been ready to go. He crushing. When I say this nigga ate all of my food, I had about 1 wing and 2 fries. He's crushing my food. He's crushing. But so he's keep digging his hand in my plate. And I don't like that because I don't know him. So it's really bothering me so bad. So he keep digging his hand. But it was this one particular moment, y'all, that really pissed me off. Like, and my food was almost done because of his ass. I wasn't even eating the shit because I don't want to eat, like, and you keep putting your hands and shit in my stuff and I don't know you. Like, I don't really like that. So I'm like, this nigga must don't eat at home. Like, he talking about he ain't hungry. Yes, the fuck you are, nigga. Like, you're hungry as fuck. Like, you don't eat. So, you know what? He's crushing my food. And I'm so, like, oblivious to this shit. Because he just told me that he was not hungry. Like, he said he was not hungry. He already ate. So, what the fuck is you doing, food? But it was this one particular moment, y'all. He bit a piece of the wing. And he placed it on top of my french fries. Because I was actually eating the fries a little bit. Even though I ain't had shit but like 2. But I was taking my time and eating them. Because I'm just looking at this nigga like, you really eating all my food. And he don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know how they do it where he from. But we don't do it like that here. Well, I don't do it like that here. So, he bites a piece of the wing and lay it on top of my fries. When I say I was pissed, I was pissed. Like, you could just see it on my face. I was pissed. I was so mad at this man. Like, I was like, hell no. He would never see me again after this. Like, he thought that bowling alley was something. He would never see me again after this. Like, you is cut. Like, I already had it in my mind. I was ready to block his number before I even get home. So, I'm like, yeah, you're cut. It's over. It's done. You're disgusting. So I'm like, he is trifling. So I definitely didn't want none of my food no more. I'm like, yeah, I'm not eating this shit no more. Like, you can have it. So he's just still crushing and talking to me. And then he's talking to me with his food in his mouth. He's just, it's just disgusting. Like, ew, is you fucking kidding me? Like, you're disgusting. So he just like, it's just giving like, he's an animal. Like, he just, he don't give a fuck. Like, he just don't care. Like, nigga, you're on a date. You just don't care. You just disgusting. Like, I'm talking about... Like, and I'm talking about eating like he don't eat at home, y'all. Like, when I say crushing, this nigga don't eat at home. Like, he can't. Like, he won't give in. So, yeah. So, he just crushing it and he do that shit. So, now I'm really ready to go. I'm like, I'm ready to go home. So, on the way home, he started playing a little bit of music or whatever. Like, he was playing Tim's Free Mind. And, you know, he was just playing other type of music like that. Because he's from, I think he like Jamaican. But he's not. I don't know what that nigga is, but he definitely Jamaican or some shit like that. Like, I don't know, but it's something like that. So he was just like playing this music, and I'm, you know, I'm feeling the music, but I'm just like, oh my God, can we get to my house fast enough? Like, please get me home, because I'm so done with you. Like, we ain't even a get together, and I'm done with you, nigga. Like, you a different type of nigga. Like, you a different breed. Like, you mixed with some type of animal, because you act like an animal. Like, you don't have no home training. I just can't do it. So I'm like, yeah, after this date, this nigga will never hear from me again. I ain't put that on my life. Like, we would never see each other again. And we never seen each other again. Yeah, I was not playing with him because that shit was trifling. Like, I don't play them type of games. You have me all the way messed up. We're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that. Like, yeah, I'm sorry for the lines in my body, but we're not doing that. I was not doing that. I'm not about to play with you. Like, you're disgusting. Like, you got me all the way fucked up. I don't play games. Not them type of games. Like, that's trifling. So I'm like, yeah, he will never see me again. And he never seen me again. We never talked again. I blocked him. And then I don't follow him on Instagram because you're disgusting. Like, this nigga was on strike 10. I ain't even keep up with the strikes because it was just strike, 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 strike. You're out. Once you pass 3, you automatically disqualified. So yeah, y'all, that was another bad day I went on. Like, I just don't know. Like, it just made me not... It really make me not want to go on no more dates. Like, for real. This shit is irritating. Like, I don't know if it's because the type of niggas I be talking to or what. But it's giving... Nah, it ain't the type of niggas. I think it's just... I don't know what it is. But it ain't for me. I don't know if I like going on dates. Like, I just... it's just irritating as fuck. So, yeah, y'all. That's the end of this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you new to my channel... Stay tuned for more videos from me because I will be dropping more videos. Till next time.